Okay, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Have a nice day.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How are you all?
Good ma'am.
Good, ma'am.
Yes. Everyone had your food. Everyone had your food?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Shall we start the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Before that, I just want to know what you people are doing. Karthik, Mr. Karthik.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And what you're doing now? Like your designation, or are you studying? Or are you working?
No, ma'am. I'm working in shipping.
Okay. And you have completed BBA Shipping and Logistics.
No, ma'am. I'm a BTech Marine. Supply chain management.
Supply chain management.
Supply chain.
Okay. Then any idea about supply chain management? Any idea about supply chain management?
Supply the material to consumers.
Supplying the material to the consumer. Okay, very good then. Anything else?
In a simple way, if we say from raw material to the final product, the flow of goods is
Yes,
called
exactly.
supply chain.
Okay, exactly.
If you want to deliver anything, there is a big chain involved in this, from the owner to the customer. So it
Yes.
follows the chain. It follows a big
Yes.
chain. That's what it's called a supply chain.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Okay. We'll start now. Can you all able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Supply chain is nothing but the flow of goods and services from the suppliers to the entire process to the customers at the lowest possible cost is nothing but the supply chain management. Again, I tell you, the flow of goods might be whatever the products or even the services from the suppliers to the customers at the possible cost is nothing but the supply chain management. Okay. And the primary functions of the supply chain is to satisfy the customer needs. Okay. In supply chain management, we are going to have the suppliers, the manufacturers, even the next is the distributors, or next distributors to the wholesalers or the retailers, and the last part is the customers. Okay. Here, who are the suppliers? Yes, who are the suppliers?
Representative of owners, ma'am. Produces the product.
Yes, suppliers, the person or individual person, or even the factories, or even the small scale businesses who's giving the raw materials to the manufacturers. Okay, the suppliers might be the farmers also. Based upon the product what you are going to manufacture, the suppliers will differ. Okay, for making the shirts means the raw materials might be the cottons, the yarns you're needed, even the color dyes you're needed, even the buttons. Okay, these are the raw materials for making the shirts. And this raw materials I can get from the suppliers. The manufacturers will be getting the raw materials from the suppliers. And who are the manufacturers? The manufacturers are nothing but they're making the products. Okay, the company, the industries who's making the product, they are the manufacturers. From the manufacturers, the product will be moving to the distributors. Here the distributors might be in the form of the roadways, airways, or the seaways. Okay, from the product, from the company, the product will be moving to the distributors, and the distributors, what they'll be doing, they'll be giving the products to the wholesalers. Okay, wholesalers is nothing but the products who sells the products in a bulk quantity are the wholesalers. And even to the wholesalers or even to the retailers, they'll be selling the products. Retailer is nothing but your roadside shops or even the small, you can get the product with one quantity, 2 unit like that. No, they are the retailers. From the distributors, the product will be moving to the wholesalers or retailers. And from them, the customers, we are getting the product. No, this entire process is nothing but the supply chain management. Okay, starting from the supplier to the manufacturer, and again the process moved to the distributor. Again the product will be moving to the wholesaler or retailer, and from there the product will be moving to the final customer. Is nothing but this chain is there. No, that is actually the supply chain management. We are going to study this subject. We are going to study briefly on each and everything, how the supply chain flows and what is the decisions they are going to take, how their planning will be happening, how they are making the profit. Each and everything we are going to discuss. Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you understand that
Yeah,
concept?
ma'am, we can do it.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, we can understand.
Okay, okay. And the main thing is the primary function of the supply chain is nothing but to satisfy the customer needs. Okay. And mainly the supply chain, no, it will begins with the customer order. And it actually ends with the satisfied customer. Whatever the customer is placing the order, and by the end he will be get satisfied. No, by he or she will be purchasing that product, and with in return we will be getting the money. That is actually the supply chain. Okay. Yes. Just be interactive. This 2 hours. If I'm only going
Yes,
to
ma'am.
speak, means you people will definitely sleep. I
And we
want
will
an
get tired, ma'am.
yes, of course. I'll be getting tired. You can give some interactions. If you're not able to understand, also just ask me. Okay. And the objective of supply chain. What is the objective of supply chain? Why they are doing this? Why they are doing this?
If not only here, any flow is disturbed, that
Mm.
particular objective get collapsed. So in the
Yes.
same way, if this chain management is collapsed, the complete system will collapse. For example, if raw material is going on the way to the final product, somewhere it get disturbed. Obviously, you won't get the final product. So the
Yes.
that flow should not be disturbed at all by any means. So how effectively we are managing the flow, that will make the efficient profit and efficient organization.
Yes, exactly. Then yes, the objective is nothing but this will actually maximize your value of the product. And the value is nothing but here, no, it will actually how much amount the customer is willing to pay for the product. Okay. Here, if I'm having the supply chain process in a proper way, means my customer will be ready to get the product at whatever the price is. That is actually the maximizing the overall value of the product, and it will minimizes the timing. If the flows are in good manner, if the flows are in proper manner, means obviously it will reduces the time for delivering the product wherever from the supplier to customer. Whatever the process inside means, it will actually minimizes the time if the flows are in proper manner. Okay. And it will also minimizes the work in progresses. Work in progresses means is the our finished product is nothing but the work in progress. That will also minimizes. Okay. And the last thing is the quality will be in a improved quality. Good quality will be supplied. Yes. This is the objectives of supply chain management. And decision phases. What is the decision phases? Yes. Okay, I will say speak. Okay.
Ma'am, the chain is not a small, it's a very long chain. So
Sorry.
we need a proper management from we need a proper management of the chain, ma'am. So it will be followed in a proper way, I'm telling.
Yes, the
Only then
supply
it can
chain.
reach the customer in a proper way.
Okay. Okay. Decision phases in supply chain. If you want to manage a supply chain in a success way means you have to take lot of decisions related to the informations flow, related to the products flow, and related to the funds flow also. Okay, and these decisions in the supply chain mainly falls under these categories: related to information flow, related to the product flow, and related to the funds flow. Okay, and next I'll say about supply chain strategy. What is a strategy actually? What is supply chain strategy? What is strategy? Any idea about strategy?
Planning,
Planning. Okay.
plan of action
Plan of
to
action
achieve our aim.
to achieve our aim. Okay. Then what is planning? What is planning? Okay, strategy is nothing but like the tricks. Okay, like a tricks. The what tricks, what
Yeah.
tactics you are going to implement. Okay, that is actually strategy. Supply chain strategy means what they'll be doing. No, they'll be deciding. They'll be taking the decisions based upon the location of warehouses, where my warehouse should be located. Okay, and even the production facilities for making the product, how much capacity should be there with my organization, and what are the facilities are needed, and what are the products to be manufactured, and in what ways my products will be moved to the next process, and all this related to the supply chain strategies. Okay, this kind of decisions they have to take. The locations has to be near the manufacturer place, as well as it has to be comfortable with the distributors also. Okay, if I'm just keeping my warehouses in one interior village, but my what I'll do, my clients are there in the another end of the city, means what will happen again? My transportation charges will be more. I need if I'm taking too much of transportations, means I should pay the money for the fuel. Again, the employees has to be paid. It will take and too much of time, right? So each and everything they have to decide. That is actually the supply chain decisions or strategy. Their decision should be based on the location of warehouses and the what product they have to manufacture, and how they are going to transport the products, and even the informations how they are going to give. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And what is supply chain planning? What is supply chain planning? Okay, I'll explain. Planning here means what they'll be doing. No, here the decisions what they'll be taking, the supply of products to which market I need to supply the products, and even the location of the market. Okay, and then how much inventories I need to take, and how much products I should be replenished. Replenish means to fill the product again. Okay, and what are the inventory policies I need to be followed? Everything comes under the planning. Okay, like in interior village, if I'm just going there and selling my lehengas and the modern lehengas in the interior villages, means will they accept? Will the products will be moving in that market?
No,
Yes, no, right? It has to be planned. If I'm just making the lehengas with the grand lehengas of like a 50,000, 1 lakh amount, if I'm just manufacturing, I'm just going to sell, means I need to look for the market. The location should be in a proper way. I'm just making the product and moving there and making to sell the products in all the places, means it will not be possible. Again, the losses to me, right? And this comes under the planning strategy, supply chain planning decisions. Okay, and the first thing what we have studied is strategy. Strategy means even the location of warehouses. Here planning comes under the market, where my product has to be sold, and all those decisions comes under the supply chain planning. Okay, and what is supply chain operations? What is supply chain operations? Any idea? Okay, here what no in supply chain operations, their decisions will be made depend upon the individual customer orders. Okay, my decisions will be keep on changing. Like in a weekly manner, I'll be taking one decisions, or in a daily manner, I'll be taking the decisions. That is completely based upon the individual customers. Okay, whatever the orders the individuals are making, no, based on that, my decisions will be keep on changing, and that comes under the supply chain operations. Okay, and one more point, in supply chain strategic means I'm just going to find out the location of warehouses and everything. No, this decision will be made as a long term decision. Okay, this decision is made as a long term decision. If you want to change the decisions in a short time means, it will not be possible. It might be possible, but it is very expensive. Okay, supply chain strategic decision, it is a long term decision making. If you want to change the decisions in a short time, like within 1 year, I just want to change my warehouses. Okay, within 1 year, I just want to remodify my company, and everything means again it's an expensive. Here the decisions will be made for long term. Okay, and the next one what we have studied, supply chain planning, right? And this planning, no, like the location of the market, to whom the product has been moving, everything, this decisions, no, it's a short time, like yearly once you can change, or 6 months once you can change. And the last, supply chain operations, is like the decisions you will be making on a weekly basis or on a daily basis. Okay. Yes. Can you able to understand,
Yes,
ma?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just if you're not able to understand, kindly tell me. Okay. Am I fast?
Okay.
Am I fast?
No, ma'am.
No.
It's
No,
okay.
no.
Okay.
No.
Next topic is process view of supply chain. What is a process view? Okay. Sequence of process or flows, no, that take place within or between the different changes, like between the suppliers and the manufacturers, and from between manufacturers and to the distributors, between distributors to the retailer or wholesalers, from them to customers. No, this in between sequences or and the process are going, no, that we are going to see. Okay, and the cycle view. First one is cycle view of supply chain. Under that, customer order cycle.
That is
What
flow
is
of material or money?
Sorry? Process
That is
view we
flow
are
is
going to,
material or something.
like entirely with all these flows we are going to see. Okay.
Okay.
I'll teach you the flows again, but here first we'll see the cycle view. Okay. And the first one is customer order cycle. Customer order, what is customer order cycle? Any idea? Okay. The customer order cycle means here, no, the relationship between the customer and the retailer. Okay, what I'll be doing as a customer, I'll be moving to the retailer and I'll be asking like, I need a 5 packets of laces. Okay, and here what if I'm just started placing my order as a customer, and then this retailer, what he'll be doing? This retailer, he'll be giving the he'll be giving that lace, right? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Here the retail interactions will be starting with the customers. Customers, what they'll be coming to the shop and they'll be asking like, I need the lace packet. Again, this lace package has been given by the retailer. Okay, and this is actually the customer order cycle, and this is the relationship between the customer as well as the retailer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next one is replenishment. Replenishment, what is replenishment means? Once the inventories, in the retailer shop or in the wholesaler shop, whatever else, once the inventories, all the stocks are being over means what they'll be doing, again they'll be filling the stocks, right? And that term is actually the replenishment cycle. Okay, this replenishment cycle means here what will happen? The relationship between the retailer and the distributor. Okay, here what they'll be doing, no? The retailer, what he'll be placing order. Okay, he'll be placing the order to replenish inventories to meet the future demand. Okay, what they'll be doing, if the replenishment cycle may be triggered at the supermarket, if there is running out of stock means, again what they'll be doing, the customer will be lost. Am I right? I'm coming here, I'm asking my retailers, like I need the 5 packets of lace, and he is giving. Okay, and from the retail shop, all the laces are being sold out. Okay, again now Karthik is coming there. Now Karthik is coming to the retail shop. Okay, and he is asking like 10 lace packets. If the stocks was not there means, what Karthik will be reacting? He'll be moving to the next shop. Next time he'll not be coming to the shop, right? So what they'll be doing, no, whenever the stocks are being moving out, they'll be having contact with the distributors, and from the distributors, whenever the products are moving out means, from the distributors, the retailers start filling their products. Okay, and this is actually the replenishment cycle. And the next is manufacturer cycle. Yes, here manufacturer cycle means, here the relationship between the distributor and the manufacturer. Okay, and this what they'll be doing, no, the distributors, once from the warehouses, the distributor will be taking the product from the warehouses, directly from the company they'll be taking, right? Once the distributor saws that their stocks are being moved out from their warehouses, what they'll be doing, no, they'll be intimating the manufacturers. Okay, they'll be intimating the manufacturers. What they'll be telling, like all the stocks are being sold out, and they'll be giving the information like this much of products are demand in the market, and with all this informations, the manufacturer will be start making the product. Okay, and they'll be start making the product, and the last one is, this is actually the manufacturing cycle. And the last one is procurement cycle. Procurement cycle means, here the relationship between the manufacturer and the supplier. Okay, for making some products, I need the raw materials. Without having any resources, we cannot make the products. What they'll be doing, based on the information of the distributor, the manufacturer has to make the products. Okay, if the manufacturer has to start making the product, and the production should not be interrupted means, he has to get the raw materials in a sufficient amount. So he'll be interacting with the suppliers, and they'll be getting all the raw materials, and they'll be start manufacturing. This is actually the 4 cycles, cycle view. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next
Ma'am,
one
excuse me,
is,
who is the supplier, ma'am? He is above the manufacturer or below the manufacturer?
a supplier is like the farmer. Okay, the best example, supplier might be the farmer, or even the small scale businesses. For the car, even the automobiles, for making the car means, we need some small child parts are needed for making the cars, right? Even the mirrors, even the steering, seat belts, whatever. And therefore, in Ford and all, they will not make all this child parts. What they'll be doing, instant they'll be getting the parts from some other companies, right? And they are the raw materials for this car companies. Same here, for making the shirt, I need the yarn, I need the buttons, I need the dye, I need the cottons. Okay, I need to get this raw materials from the suppliers. Suppliers might be the small they'll be making these products, the button manufacturer even, and even the yarns from the farmers, even the cottons from the farmers, even the dye who's best in suppliers. Okay, they'll be getting the products. And the first phase is supplier, and the next phase is manufacturer. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Then one more thing, we have told about the fund flow, information flow, and the product flow. I just want to ask you how the product will be flowing from the supplier to the customer, or customer to the supplier. How the products flows from this.
Vendor to sourcing, ma'am.
Yes, vendor to the sourcing, like the supplier to the
Vendor to
customers.
sourcing.
The
Vendor
products
to
will be
sourcing,
flow.
then transportation, then operations.
Okay. Then how
Then
the
again,
information
consumer distribution across consumer.
to the customers? Okay. And how the informations will be flowing?
Will flow on both the sides, from consumer
Yes,
to vendors, vendor to consumer.
yes, exactly. Information flows will be in both the directions. From the customers, they'll be getting the demand informations. What is the product? What are the products are demands in the market? They'll be getting the informations from the customers. Again, this customers will be giving the information to the retailers. Again, it will be passing to the suppliers still there. Again, from there also the informations will be passing from suppliers to the customers. Okay. And how the money flows? That
Consumer
means
to
how the
vendors.
fund will be flowing.
Consumers to vendors.
Consumers to vendors, exactly. Okay. If I'm going to get the lace packet, means once I pay the money only, the retailer will be giving the product. Okay. Same in contrast, if the retailer has to give the money, then only the distributor will be giving the product. Same for the distributor. If he pays only, the manufacturer will be moving the product to the distributor. Again, in contrast, the manufacturer has to give the money for making the raw materials from the suppliers. Then only he'll be supplying all the raw materials. The money will be flowing from supplier to the customer to the suppliers. Okay. Okay. And the next topic is push and pull. What is push and pull supply chain process? What is push and pull? Any idea?
No, ma'am, new term.
New term. Okay. I'll just give you an very simple example. Okay. If you are going to the hotel, means you will be placing an order, right? You'll be placing an order like I need two biryani, even the chicken kebab with the fish fries, whatever. You'll be making an order, and that time only the hotel, they'll be taking the order and they'll be making the product, and they are giving the product, giving the food to the customer. No, that is actually the pull process. Okay. Once you're placing an order means, and that time only the manufacturer will be making the product and they'll be giving to the customer. That is actually the pull process. Okay. And here the push process
Demanding, ma'am.
yes. If I'll tell you again, like pull means once you have placed an order. Okay, once you're placing an order to the customer means, and that time only they'll be start manufacturing the product and they'll be giving the product to the customer. That is actually the pull process. Okay. And the push process is nothing but what they'll be doing here. The demand is completely uncertain to these peoples. Some companies, what they'll be doing, no, they'll be manufacturing the lot product, more and more products in the company, and they just completely push the products to the retailers and they'll be selling the products. That is actually the push process. Pull process is exactly the chicken chop. Okay. Once you're going there, you're placing an order means he'll be making that kebab and he'll be giving. That is actually the pull process. And the push is nothing but the saris or even the dresses or even the chocolates. Okay. There a lot of inventories will be there. They'll be making a lot of stocks in your shops. Once the customer is going, no, at whatever time they can get the product. That is actually the push process. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next one. Okay. The importance of supply chain. I'll give you one good example. Okay. For supply chain flows, no, in Dell computers. Okay. They are like a good successful in supply chain practices. Okay. Dell was established in 1984. By 1998, no, they have reached like $12 million. The growth has been reached to $12 million. Okay. But in 1993, no, they're experiencing the earnings for more than 65% per year. Okay. And what they have expected, no, they have anticipated like next 5 years, they'll be expecting 30% more reach. Okay. Yes. And how they have used this 3 flows has been given. I'll tell you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What they'll be doing, no? This here, the Dell, what they have used, what is the strategy they have used, no? Customers, manufacturers, and the suppliers. Okay, what they'll be doing, this Dell, no, they'll be having a direct contact with the customers. Okay, if they are having direct contact with the customers, means they can easily analyze the needs. Okay, they can easily analyze the needs, and they can easily get the profit of each and every segments. Close contact with the customers means you can easily understand their needs. Okay, if I'm just easily understand the needs means what they'll be doing, they can easily forecast, okay, this much of demand is there for the people, from the people, and this type of product they are asking, and each and everything. If I'm very close with my customers means I can easily smell what is the demand from the customers. Okay, and like this way they have they'll be having a close contact with the customers, this Dell company, and by this way they have achieved their growth. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and like I just want someone to give the brief description. What is supply chain? Anyone? What is supply chain? Yes.
Ma'am, flow of products and services which begins from the origin.
Okay. Okay, good. Anyone? What is the objective?
So,
What are
ma'am,
the
the main
objectives?
objective is monitor and relate to the protections.
Okay, maximizes the value for the product. Okay. Okay, next
Yes.
one. And what are the decision phases we have seen? 3 decision phases. What are the 3 decision phases
Plan,
we have
develop.
seen? First one is strategy.
Strategy.
Yes, strategy is like
Yes, that is
a
strategy,
long
plan,
term
and develop.
decisions. Decisions will be made mostly on long term. Okay, and the next what we have seen, planning. Here the decisions will be like 1 year or even the 6 months. The location of the market and where the product has to be sold, all those things comes under the planning. And the last one, what we have seen,
Operation.
operations. Yes, operations, it's completely like every
It's
day,
based on
day
daily
to
or
day basis.
weekly operation.
Individual order, they'll be taking the decisions. Okay, next one. And what is the process view we have seen? Cycle view. What is cycle view? We have seen 4 types.
Yes.
Customer order cycle. Customer order cycle means it's actually the relationship between the retailers and the customers. And the replenishment is nothing but between the retailers and the distributors. Manufacturing means distributor and the manufacturer. Okay. And the last word, procurement here is like from manufacturer to the suppliers. Okay. Okay. Next one. What is push and pull process?
Push is we can by demanding, ma'am, by ordering. We don't have
Okay.
anything. Firstly, we
Okay.
have to
Pull.
order that.
Actually, you
Pull
get
means
confused, I
already they
think.
having, so suddenly.
And
No, no.
pushes, sorry,
Ah.
pull is customer is asking for something and manufacturer is giving me, and pushes manufacturers pushing the product to me.
Yes, just keep the title like the door, how you're pushing and how you're pulling, like that. The manufacturer will be forcing the products to the retailer. Like they'll be having too much of inventories, that comes under the push fact. Okay. And the pull means whenever I'm just placing an order means that time only they'll be making the product and they'll be giving to the customer. That is actually the pull process. Yes. Okay. Next, competitive and supply chain strategies. What is competitive? What is competitors? What is competitors? Okay.
Competition between the products.
Competition between the products. Competition between the products. How one people, how they are going to get the market. If I'm running the company, means how I'm going to achieve my market based upon my competitors. Okay. My company's competitive strategy will be defining in a way like set of customers need that it has to be satisfied through the products or services. Okay. I'll give you some example like Walmart. No, what they'll be doing, they'll be having the good quality of products and all the variety of products, starting from the home appliances to the clothing, everything will be there in a Walmart. Okay. And they'll be giving the products in a low prices. That is the strategy they'll be following. Okay. And what McMaster car means, what they'll be selling, no, here McMaster car means they'll be selling, and after that they'll be doing the maintenance, and they'll be giving the operation repairs also, and even whatever the products get operated, they'll be doing all those process. Okay. And one more thing, in this McMaster, no, here they are having more than 2 lakh different products they are having. But what they'll be doing, no, they will not give the product on the low prices. Okay. But what they'll be doing, no, they'll be giving the product within the day. If I'm just going to the McMaster shop means I'll be getting the product in a one day. Sorry, if I'm just going to the Walmart means I'll be getting the product in a day. I'm just going there. I just want a TV means I'm placing an order. I'll be paying the money, and within the day itself, I can get the product. But in McMaster means it will not be like they will not give the product in a low cost, but they'll be giving the product like within the week, or they'll be telling like next day I'll be giving my product. Okay. Like this is the way they'll be giving their strategies. One company, they are having like one shop, they are having all the products with lot of varieties, and they are giving the product in a low prices. Okay. And another thing, like they'll be giving their product in the same time. This is the strategies, competitive strategies they are following. But McMaster means they'll be doing all the maintenance charge, maintenance, repair, everything they'll be doing. Okay. Even there also they are having more than 2 lakh different products they are selling. But the thing is, they will not be giving the product at the low price. Okay. Here they'll not give the product in the low prices, and they'll be telling like few products they'll be delivering on the same day, or they'll be just asking like next day or 1 week. Within that 1 week they'll be giving, and this company is giving one type of strategy, and this company will be giving one type of strategy. That is actually the competitive strategy. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next. Here, no, the competitive strategy is actually based on how the customer's priority. Okay, how the customers like product cost, even the product delivery, or even the response time, the product variety, even the product quality. Yes, you'll be going to the shop, and everyone will be expecting a good quality. Yes, everyone will be expecting a good quality, even the cost. Yes, I'm just going there and I need to buy the mobile phone, which is at the original rate is 14,000. But I just, if the shop is giving 18,000 means, will you buy that product? Even though they are giving the good quality also, like the 4,000 difference, will you buy that product? Yes. No, yes.
No.
Like everything is there, even the salesperson. If I'm just going to the shopping mall, I just want to buy a sari or lehenga, whatever. I'm just asking that salesman, Anna, take that red color, take that green color. And if he is not giving the proper response, means what will happen? I will not go to that shop again. Yes, this competitive strategy, everything will be based on this. The way the customers are replying to us, the way they are delivering the product to us, and even the variety of the product, even the quality in the cost, everything comes under this. Okay. This make must know the customers places a greater emphasis, okay, with the product variety, and even the response time is okay. But Walmart know what they'll be doing it. They'll be giving with a low cost. By with all the strategies, they'll be having the profits in their businesses. Yes. Next topic is value chain. What is value chain? Any idea what is value chain? Any idea what is value chain?
No.
Everyone is there? Everyone is there?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any idea about
Yeah,
what
ma'am,
is
yeah.
value chain? What is value chain? Hmm? Okay. Value chain, no, here value chain means it begins with new product development. New product development. In return, which will create the specifications for the product. Okay. The marketing and sales department, no, they'll be generating the demand by whatever the customer priorities that the product and the services will be satisfying. Okay. They'll be doing, no, this marketing or sales people, they'll be just grabbing the customers feedbacks, what kind of products they are expecting, and what type of products in what colors the kids are, even if I'm just making the pencil or whatever else, what taking the feedbacks means how much products has been moved from the market. Like nowadays kids are get attracted with the neon colors, bright colors, right? So from this, no, they'll be collecting all the inputs, they'll be collecting all the data, and based on that they'll be creating the new product, no, that comes under the value chain in the company. Okay. Yes.
Depending upon our feedback, they are increasing like that you're telling.
Yes, value, like what they'll be doing, no, value chain, where the value chain starts means with a new product development, with a new product. Okay, how they'll be moving with a new product means, just an example, I'm just selling my pencils. Okay, nowadays kids started attracted with the bright colors like Doom's pencils with all the bright colors. Now students are not, kids are not moving with Nadraj pencils or Apsaras, whatever. So what I'll be doing, no, from the marketing or sales team, what they'll be doing, no, they'll be generating the data. They'll be start generating the data. Okay, they'll be start generating the data like this type of pencils is moving in the market. So with that, all this specifications, they'll be start making the product that comes under the value chain for the company. Okay. Yes, I'll give you 5 minutes break. I want everyone to come back by 2:55. Yes, shall we start?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Next one is achieving Strategy fit. Okay. What is strategy fit? Okay. Strategy fit means what they'll be doing now. They'll be linking the supply chain strategy as well as with the competitive strategy. Competitive strategy means what we have studied, like Walmart, they'll be giving with all the products in a low prices. That is the strategy they are following. Okay. But this McMaster cars means they'll be giving the product as well as they'll be doing all the maintenance and repairs in the company itself. This is the strategies they are following. And the strategy fit means both with the interlinking of supply chain strategy as well as with the competitive strategies. Okay. What they'll be doing, the competitive strategy means why this Walmart, why they are doing all those things means with the low cost means they want to grab the customers. They want to grab some like their customers. To satisfy them, they'll be having this strategies. Okay. And what these companies know, what they'll be doing, no, they'll be studying even their competitors and what they are doing. Okay, what they are doing and what are the offers they are doing. What are the advantages they are giving, like winning customer, like some of the offers they'll be giving, like 100 customers, they'll be giving the product in a low prices or even the coupons, how they are grabbing the customers. Okay. And same by having all the strategies, if the companies are achieving this, all the strategies means they can easily have the supply chains in a proper way. Okay. Okay. Next one is strategy scope. What is strategy scope? Any idea? Actually, everyone has joined. Is
Yes,
everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes.
What is strategy scope? Okay. Here, no, in supply chains, we have seen that 5 chains are there, right? In all the chains, like in all the process, whether they are the functions and in all the stage, they are using the same objective. Okay. If they are using the same objective means the performance or even their performance will be increased. Okay. They can have their own optimized performance. Okay. Like in some companies, what they'll be doing, functional team, they'll be working with own performance. They'll be having some they'll be having their own objectives. Say for example, like here, the manufacturers, they are having their own objectives and they are start making like this distributors, they'll be following some certain their own objectives. Means what will happen again, the scopes will be get reduced here. Okay, the scopes will be get reduced here. And in another scenario, like the entire process starting from the supplier to the customer for making one product for satisfying the customers, if all these 5 peoples are working in with the same objective means they can achieve their scopes. The performance will be increased as well as the profits will also be increased. Okay. Here under that we are going to see some Okay. Under that, we are going to see some 5 topics. Okay. Intra-company and intra-operation scope. Intra-company and intra-operation scope means what they'll be doing. No, here, one people will not be considered the other people. Okay. The operations team, what they'll be doing. They'll be having their own policies and own rules and whatever they'll be doing. And the same another team, what they'll be doing their own policies or own thing. And here the scopes will be get destroyed. They'll be working on the independently, like I'll be doing my work. You're not you should not ask me, like you have to do all those things. They'll be working on the independently. Okay. I'll just give you the examples. What this warehouses and between the distributors. Okay. Warehouse, this warehouse people's what their objective, they have to have their own cost with a minimized own cost. Okay, so they'll be working on their own objectives. But what distributors, what they'll be doing, no, if my warehouses cost are to be low means they will not be thinking about the transportations. Okay, the warehouses, they'll be telling, like warehouse managers and all, what they'll be telling, my warehouse should be in this place. Transportations wherever they can do, but they have to give the big amount. Okay, here they'll be get spoiled. Warehouses are working with their own, and even the transportations are working with their own, means that my transportation cost will be increased. Just this warehouse people's, what they selfishly thinking, like they want with their minimized cost, but the transportation cost will be increased. That is actually the intra company intra operations, means everyone will be thinking in their own independent way. And the next one is intra-company, intra-functional, means what this here, no, all the operations, they'll be working with each other in all the functions. They'll be working with each other in the same objectives. Okay, in a same objectives, they'll be working. That is actually the intra-company, intra-functional scope. Okay, next one is intra-company, interfunctional scope. What they'll be doing, any idea? Any idea, ma? Intra-company, interfunctional scope. Intra-company, interfunctional scopes. Any idea? Okay. Here, no, what the conflict arises, no. Here also they'll be working with different objectives. Okay. Like marketing people and sales people, no, they'll be focusing on the revenues. And here, no, the manufacturing and distribution team, they'll be focusing on the cost reduction. So these two functions, no, they often get conflict. சரியா, அங்க வந்து what we have seen in first place, what we have seen, like the warehousing and the transportations, they will be working in a different or independently, there the conflict arises. And then the second type, these two peoples will be having the same objectives and they'll be working, there the conflicts will not be arise. But intra company interfunctional means what will happen, the marketing team and the sales team, they'll be working in a different way, and the manufacturing and the distribution people will be working in a different way. That is intra-company. And the last one is inter-company, interfunctional scope, means all these four functions, no, they'll be working together with the same objectives and they will be achieving. Okay. Yes. Again, I just want anyone to give the explanations for all those things. We have started. Okay. Yes. Supply chain performance, achieving strategic fit. What is that we have seen? Anyone? Anyone? Achieving strategic fit. Come on.
Time
Okay,
depends on cost, time, and quality.
okay. Then competitive strategies. What is competitive strategies we have seen?
As you said, this is Walmart and one more product, one more company.
McMastercard.
Yeah, they are doing for the customers. McMastercard, they are doing for the customers. Walmart is reducing the price and McMastercard is doing their own. That is what competitive strategy. To achieve their market, they are doing.
Then what is value chain? Okay. Company adds value to its raw materials and products to produce the products. Okay.
Feedback from the,
Yes, tell me.
to produce new products, ma'am, which customers like more.
Okay, good. And what is achieving strategy fit? What is strategy fit? Okay, it's a combination of supply chain the strategies with the competitive strategy is strategy fit. Okay, what is strategy scope? Strategy scope. What is strategy scope? What is strategy scope? Okay, functions and stages within the supply chain. No, they'll be working with the shared objectives. The functions and even the stages within the supply chain process, they are working with the shared objective is nothing but strategy scope. Okay, under that only we have seen the 4 types. For one extreme, all the operations they'll be working in the independent decisions. Okay, Karthik will be working with his own idea. Okay, then Joseph Raj will be working with their own idea, and Kausalya will be working with their own idea. They'll not be like sharing their objectives. They'll be working on their own. Okay, and another extreme is like all these people, they'll be working with the same objective, same motive, they'll be working. That comes under the strategic scope. Yes. Okay. Supply chain drivers. Can anyone have the idea of supply chain drivers? Who are the drivers of supply chain? Who are the drivers of supply chain? Hmm? Who are the drivers of supply chain? Okay. What is inventory?
Complete list of products what we have.
Sorry?
Complete list of products what we have.
Okay, complete list of products what we have. The stocks is nothing but the inventories. Okay, the drivers of supply chain means we are going to see who are the main peoples of supply chain performance. Okay, and the first one is inventory.
Inventory transformation, information sourcing and pricing.
Information inventory is nothing but the stocks. Okay, the stocks what you're having in a retail shop or the wholesale shop, whatever the products you're having it in the shelf is nothing but the inventories. In warehouses, after manufacturing the product, all the products will be stored in the warehouses. No, that is actually the inventories. Okay, inventory might be the raw materials also. Our half finished products is also a raw materials. Sorry, inventory, and the finished goods is also an inventory within that supply chain. The raw materials, work in progress, and the finished goods. Okay, and here the inventory is like the biggest driver, important driver of supply chain. Okay, just I'll give you an example. You're going for the cloth, sari or a shirt retail shop. Okay, you'll be having a lot of stocks in the shops. And now the trend is like getting the having the lehenga with a lot of chamiki works. Okay, what based on that demands, a lot of lehengas are being stored in the shops. Okay, like for 6 months or 8 months, this chamiki lehengas will be sold. Okay, after that again the new trend will be changing, like maxis will be coming. And what will happen to this inventories? What will happen to the inventories?
They'll give discounts, they'll give offers, they'll sell it for low prices.
They'll be giving with the offers, and they'll be giving with the discounts, but the losses, they'll obviously some losses, right? Why?
Yeah,
Because the customers preferences keeps on changing. Okay, Today, like kids will be loving the dairy milks, and next day if some other Kinder Joys with the 3 laddus or some other things, the automatically the kids will be moving out. So the reason is inventories should not be too much more and the inventories should not be too much less. If I'm having too much of stocks means again I'll be having some losses. Why? Because customer preferences keeps on changing. If I'm not having too much of, if I'm not having sufficient stock means what will happen? My customers will be moving to the next company. So here the supply chain, no, this inventory plays a major role. My inventory, my stocks should not be too much more and that should not be too much less. Okay. Next, the next driver is transportation. What is transportation? What is transportation?
So giving the seamless supply, ma'am.
Seamless supply. Okay. Moving the inventories from one point to another point. Yes. And this transportations, no, it can have 2 to 3 modes also. From the ship here, from the truck to the companies, even like from the flight or from the flight to the trucks, whatever modes they'll be moving, but the products will be moving from one point to another point. Okay, and here also based on the transportations only your supply chain responsiveness and efficiency will be increased. Okay, if I just want to give my product, if I just want to move my mail, if I'm just using the FedEx means obviously my product will be moved very fast, but it will have more expense. Yes. And this responsiveness is also a very important stage. If I'm just giving my product in a flight mode means obviously my product will be moved in a very fast way. If I'm just giving my product in a ship means what will happen? Basically, most of the products are moving in the ship, but it will take too much of time, right? It will take too much of time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Here the responsiveness will be get affected. Based on that, the products will be moved. And that is transportation. Like transportation, inventories, facilities and all, just know by like a general concept and you can itself frame. Okay. What is facilities? Next driver is facility. What is facility? Okay. Facilities means like the places where your inventory is stored or even the packed or even it is fabricated. Okay. Facilities means like in a warehouses, how you're going to have the products. Okay. The facilities are of 2 types. One is production sites and even the storage sites. Production means for making the products. That is also comes under the facilities. And if you're storing the products, that is also comes under the facilities. Okay. And next one is information. What is information? What is information? Next driver is information. Okay. Information means whatever the data and whatever the analysis regarding the inventory, transportation, facilities and customers throughout the supply chain is nothing but the information. Whatever the things you're transferring, the informations regarding like inventories, how much inventories are there, in what mode of transportation I'm just going to move the product, and where I'm going to keep my product, and how much the customers are getting my product. All these informations are main to the supply chain. Okay. If I'm not giving the proper information means the entire supply chain process will be get destroyed. Okay. If the ma'am has not given the information like today you are having classes, what will happen? No one will be coming and the information will be get spoiled. The entire thing will be get spoiled, right? If the process is not giving proper information means like the retailers, he is not giving the proper information to the distributor means obviously the stocks will be get out of stocks. There occurs the problem. If the distributor is not giving proper information to the manufacturer, like customer demand is like in pink color, but they are not given the proper information, and the company manufacturer is making the product in a red color, obviously they get spoiled. Okay, these are the main drivers of the supply chain management. Who are the drivers? First one is inventory, second one is transportation, third one is facilities, and the fourth one is informations. Okay. Yes, can anyone tell about the facilities?
Yeah.
Yes, anyone? Yes.
Manufacturer side and the storage side.
Yes, ma, anyone?
Facilities in manufacturer side and storage side. Ma'am. If there is a facility means
Mm.
if there is a particular kind of cargo, there should be a particular kind of warehouse like that. If it is a reefer
Okay.
cargo, there should be a refrigerated warehouse like that.
Okay. Next one, anyone from transportation?
Different modes of transport involved
Mm.
from one point to another. So,
From one point to another point. Okay. Then what is inventory? What is inventory?
list of available products, whatever we have.
Okay. Okay. Shall we move to the next topic? Yes, is this class is interesting or get bored?
Ma'am, it's good, ma'am. I feel it's good.
Yeah,
Good.
interested now.
Okay. Like everyone is very silent. I just want to know. Have you able to understand? And so everything is actually a general topic. How you are going to have the profits? In what ways you are going to get satisfied with by the customers?
I feel like because if it is online, there is no much
Okay.
conversation. If it is like a real class or virtual real class, there will be much conversation and there will be some fun. That's all.
Yes, obviously the biggest drawback is having in online, right? I don't know what people are doing that in. Okay. Planning demand and supply. And what is planning demand? What is actually forecasting? What is forecasting?
ಮುನ್ಕೂಟಿಯೇ solve that's all, man. Whatever is happening.
Yes. What is forecasting?
By looking future with respect to the any product development
Okay.
and by considering any other characteristics, then we can design accordingly to make a profit in the future.
Okay. Yes. This unit we are going to see about the forecasting. Okay. Forecasting based upon the planning demand and supply. Okay. Forecasting is nothing but your future prediction. Your future prediction is nothing but the what is going to be happen and how much demands are there in the future you are going to predict. Okay, and we have seen the push process, right? We have seen the push process. Push process means like before itself they'll be making all the products. Before itself they'll be making all the products, and how they are making, no, like with the anticipation of customer demand, they'll be making all the process. They'll be making all the product. That comes under the forecasting. That comes under the forecasting. Okay. And what are the characteristics of forecasting, ma? What are the characteristics of forecasting? What are the characteristics? Whether the forecast will be always right? Whether the forecast will be always right?
No, it is not always.
Yes, that will always wrong. Am I right? Like it will be depend upon both the expected value as well as the forecast error. Forecast error will always be wrong. Okay, like same both the two peoples are running the company. Two peoples are running like the cloth companies. What no one people what they are expecting like the sales will be like around 1000 to 1900 1000 to 900 1000 to 1900 sales. Okay, and another people know what they are what they are expecting like the sales will be like between 900 to 1000, even though both are having the same sales and both are having the average sales of 1000 and both are doing the same same job, same business, but the difference will be there in the forecasting. Okay, and for the like what we'll be telling no, this forecasting will act as a key point for the supply chain decisions. Sometimes if you're having a good forecast means what will happen, obviously you can achieve your businesses. If my thinking is wrong means what will happen, I'll get affected. And this also a main point for the supply chain decisions. Okay, yes. Okay, can you have any idea about aggregate forecasting? Any idea about aggregate forecasting? Hello, anyone is there? Just open your mouth. Yes. Any idea about aggregate?
Estimation में
Estimation then?
often times
Okay, then.
estimation times
Okay, then. Okay.
and facilities.
Sorry, okay. I'll tell you. Okay. Forecasting, no, how they'll be forecast means how I'll be deciding, no, based upon the past data. Okay, in like previous year data, how much my products are being sold out in the market. Okay, and next one is based upon the promotions how I'm giving, the advertisements how I'm just giving for the product. Okay, and even in the catalogs like brochures and all those things, how my product is moving, the knowledge awareness about my product is moving to the customers, moving to the people. Based on that only I can forecast like this much of sales we can expect by this year. Even the state of economy, based upon the economic status also you can just forecast like this much sales. And the discounts, the product you are going to give some offers or discounts means obviously the sales will be high, people will be coming here to get the products will be more. Okay, and the types is qualitative type. Qualitative forecasting, what is qualitative forecasting means based like human judgment, no, they'll be forecasting based upon the human judgments and the opinions. What roughly I'll be telling like next year by next week, no, my shirt sale will be more than 500. Based upon the human judgment and the opinion, I'm just making decisions, no, that comes under the qualitative forecasting. Okay, and time series forecasting. Time series forecasting is nothing but like the past data. With the history of data, I'll be making the decisions, no, that comes under the time series forecasting. And the casual forecasting means here, no, the states of economic status and the interest rates, that all comes under the casual forecasting. Okay, based upon the product pricing, that will decides the decisions, how much the products will be sold out in the market. And the simulation, what is simulation, ma'am? What is simulation? Based upon the demand,
Artificially creating.
Yes, based upon the demands, I can judge. Okay, like in hairlines, no, in hairlines. Okay, how you can guess the buyer behavior, na? For higher fare rates are being so like lower fare rates are being sold out. Okay, the remaining is higher fare seats only. Obviously, I can just guess, no, the demand will be on this only. People are to be moved to the higher fare seats. And there I can guess in that way. That is actually the simulation forecasting. Based upon the demand, you can easily decide the decisions. That is simulation forecasting method. Okay. Yes, till that I want anyone to give the answers. What is forecasting? What is forecasting? What is forecasting?
Predicting the future market.
Sorry?
Predicting the future market.
Predicting the future market. Okay, next one. What are the types, ma? What are the types? What are the types we have seen? Qualitative. What is qualitative? What is qualitative? Yes. Based upon the human judgment and the opinions, they'll be taking the decisions. That is qualitative. And the time series. What is time series? What is time series?
Depends on past. Depending on past.
Past data. Based on the past data, they'll be getting, no, that is time series. And the next one is what is casual? With the economy of status and the pricing of the product, you can easily guess. Okay. And the last one is simulation. Simulation means based upon the demand. Based upon the demand, you will be getting. Okay. And the next topic is basic approach for demand forecasting. What are the approaches? What are the basic approaches will be there for demand forecasting? First thing, no, they have to understand the objective of forecasting. First step for the company is to clarify what is the objective for forecasting to be created. Okay, for every forecast is to support the decisions that are based on the forecast, so that the company must be clearly identify the decisions. Even all the parties know they get affected by the supply chain decisions, that should be aware that link between the decisions and the forecast. Like say example is Walmart, know what they are doing, no, they are planning for the promotions, and in which way they'll giving, no, like a discount in the soaps during the month of July. And this information must be shared to the manufacturer as well as to the transporter and all others who are involving in this process. Okay, and all these parties must be come up with the common forecast for the promotion, and they have to share the plan based upon the forecast. Okay, and if failure to make these decisions will jointly or too much, they'll be get affected in the supply chain. If I'm just going to give the discounts. Okay, my Walmart shops, what I'm going to do, no, I'm just going to give the discounts. Now discounts kudukka poren appadina, I should tell this to my distributors as well as my transporters. Okay, why? Because if I'm giving the discounts means obviously my the sales will be more. If this information is not passed to the transport distributors, means what will happen? The stocks will be get less. Again, the customers will be moved out. So what first thing is they have to understand the objective. In what ways they are forecasting, why they are forecasting, in how ways they are forecasting, that has to be understood. Can I get 5 minutes break? Yes. Can I get 5 minutes break?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Next one is aggregate planning. What is aggregate planning? Any idea? Any idea? Okay. Aggregate planning means it has to satisfy the demand in a way that maximizes the profit. Okay. They have to satisfy the demand, and that will actually give them more profits. Okay. Aggregate planning means like a problem solving, and it also solves the aggregate decisions. Okay. Like example, in if you're having a paper mills, if you're having a paper mills, okay, if you're going to make a paper manufacturing, and this paper manufacturing, no, they'll be facing many mills, no, they'll be facing the problems, seasonal demands. Okay. The peak will be occurring in the month of in the springtime and in the fall time. Okay. And that time, when there is no season means, and that time, obviously, when I'm just making the mill capacity means it's actually very expensive. Okay, building a mill to meet the capacity in the springtime and fall time means it is actually too much of costly. For that, what they'll be doing, no, as a aggregate planning, what they'll be doing, no, they'll be manufacturing the products when there is a slow demand. Okay, in the time of spring and fall, this demands will be more. At the time, I cannot make an extra mill. I cannot make the extra mill, or I cannot make the extra capacity, like extra machines for making the product during the demand time. So what I'll be doing, no, in off season time, without the demands are there, without demand period, they'll be slowly making the products, and that time they'll be making the product. Whenever the season comes, they'll be selling this product also. That is actually aggregate planning. Aggregate planner means what they'll be doing, no, the aggregate planner main motive is to identify the operation parameters. Okay, they'll be giving the product with the great satisfied, and the amount will be in, they have to make the maximize profits with the sufficient resources. That is actually the aggregate planning. Aggregate planning will occur thrice in a month or 18 months once. They'll be keep on changing the decisions. That is actually the aggregate planning. Okay. And the next one is demand planning. What is managing supply? Next topic is managing supply. What is managing supply? Any idea? What is managing supply? Any idea about managing supply? What is supply? Yes. What is supply?
Deliver something. To deliver.
To deliver something. How you have to manage? How you have to manage?
Various factors are there. Ma'am. Time management is there.
Okay. Managing supply means like the delivering the goods, like starting from the raw materials till the finished goods. Everything should be properly supplied to the customers. Okay. Even the informations that has to be properly supplied to the people, even from the suppliers to the manufacturers, or from the distributors to the retailers, or whatever, the information has to be properly supplied, even the services. Okay. And all the resources, necessary resources, no, everything should be there to for the company to continue the process. That is actually the managing supply. Okay. And what is managing demand? What is managing demand? What is managing demand? What is managing demand, ma? Yes.
Ma'am, when during festivals, clothes are getting more sold. So we got to manage the demand.
Okay, then
Like that, they got to
anything
plan
else?
for the demand.
Yes, like during season time, like in rainy seasons, we need lot of umbrellas, right? Umbrella, there the demands will be more. And some mango seasons, even like in mango seasons means you can get lot of mangoes. There the demand will be more. Okay, even the jackets, raincoats and jackets, everything. It's like a seasonal product. There the demand will be more on the on seasons, and in off seasons the demands will be very less, right? Even in summer times the acs will ac demand for the acs will be more. Okay, what they'll be doing, no, in off seasons they'll be start manufacturing this process, this product. Okay, they'll be start manufacturing this product in the off seasons. Why? Because they have to manage the demands. If the customer is coming and asking the product means like more demand will be there, means the company has to sustain the demands. They have to give the products in such a way like no one should not tell like the products are out of stock. By that way they have to manage the products. By that way they have to manage the demands. Okay, that is actually the managing demand. Okay, planning and managing inventories in a chain. And what is cycle inventory? Any idea about cycle inventory? What is cycle inventory? What is cycle inventories?
Taking
Yes.
inventory in regular, ma'am, depending on some particular time.
Okay, then okay, cycle inventory means what is that? No, like average inventories has to be there in the average inventories has to be there in the retail shops. Okay, like some customers, no, they'll be coming in, they'll be coming and they'll be purchasing lot of products in lot. Okay, if they are purchasing the product in lot means again the product has to be replenished. The product has to be replenished. Here the cycle inventory means the purchases in lot that is happening, no, that should be larger than the demands by the customer. Okay, I'll just tell you in a company like a computer companies or whatever, they know 80 printers are being moving in a week. Okay, 80 printers are being moving from in a week. But what this company, what this shops they have to do, no, before 20 days, before 20 days itself, they have to again purchase some like 100 printers from the distributors, and they'll be keeping that in stock. No, that is actually the cycle inventory. Cycle inventory means the purchases from their distributors or from their manufacturer should be more than the demand by the customer. That is actually cycle inventories. Like today today Kausalya will be coming to my shop and she is purchasing like 80 printers. What I'll be doing, no, more than my purchase, I'll be buying the product from my manufacturers will be high. That is actually the cycle inventory. I'll be keeping the stocks in my shops. That is actually the cycle inventory. Okay, yes. Next one, what is safety inventory? What is safety inventory? What is safety inventory? What is safety inventory? What is safety inventory, ma? Cycle inventory, once the product is moving up, before that itself will be testing,